This is the last one of these for the year, guys. Yes, top 10 free-to-play characters in Marvel Strike Force for December 2019. Can you dig it, brother? Oh yeah, baby, if you can. Let's go smash it! All right, that's enough. Let's do it.
ValleyFlyin.
Oh yeah, what is up, Valley Maniacs? ValleyFlyin here. I'm back. Welcome to the channel. And yes, we are talking about the top 10 free-to-play characters in Marvel Strike Force December 2019, the final one of the year, guys. Where is your favorite character going to rank? Now, before we get into this, a little bit of a disclaimer time. If you haven't watched one of these videos before, this list is highly subjective. It is based a lot on my personal play over the past month or so. So how valuable these characters have been to me, how annoying these characters have been to me, and obviously on their kit and overall value in the game is factored in there as well. So yes, highly subjective. And if you want to get super nitpicky, every single character in this game you can get eventually at some point spending zero money. So I had to draw the line somewhere, and where I draw the line to make this list or not, if you can farm the character on a node, then they are eligible. If they are available in a store, like the War Store or Arena Store, they are eligible. And I included two characters that you kind of can get on a daily basis, Wolverine and Hulk, just because you can. Now, the Milestone Orb, I know what you guys are thinking. Milestone Orb, you kind of can get some shards of Captain Marvel and Coulson in there every single day as well if you're spending stuff and you get lucky. Yes, and I probably will be including that next month, but not this month, guys. All right, so if you guys want to see who did not qualify for this list, there are a lot of good characters here. Boom. And these are the characters that are not eligible for the list this month, guys. Captain Marvel and Coulson, like we talked about, probably going to be eligible next month. I think that Milestone Orb is here to stay, so I think I'm going to be switching that to eligible. All the legendary characters, we got characters that are only available in orbs right now. Some characters not available anywhere unless you're spending money. And then there's characters that are not even in the game yet. So yeah, I am not going to include them. Boom, let's clear this off and see if any of the characters got newly farmable. Only one of them, Psylocke, the Psychic Ninja. We got a lot of characters added to that previous list, but only one character became recently farmable. So Fox next, we need the pace sped up in 2020. Come on. All right, let's clear this off too, and let's get to the top 10 December 2019.
Number 10.
Yes, coming in at number 10 this month, boom, Miss Marvel. Yes, she is the hero brawler team. There is no hero brawlers without her. And if you have a lot of hero brawlers that are orphaned off of other teams, you don't know where to put them, you can tie them together with Miss Marvel. She does a lot of good things, tying that team together, giving them some synergy that isn't previously there if you don't have her on that team. Another good choice for that team is America Chavez. She works a lot better in that hero brawler team. So number one would be Miss Marvel, and then America Chavez kind of 1C for that hero brawler team, because the hero brawler team actually worked pretty good before America Chavez. Was non-existent before Miss Marvel, which is why Miss Marvel is on the list this month. And if you want to farm Miss Marvel and get your hero brawler team more solid than they already are, she is available on Mystic 2.6.
Number 9.
All right, and returning to this list, this character was a staple of this list, but fell off a little bit because of the team he is on. He's on a new team this month for me, so he is returning to this list because he's such a good character. At number 9, boom, it is Venom. Yes, welcome back, my symbiote friend. All right, so why did he fall off this list? He was on the Spider-Verse team, and he was I thought he was the most valuable member of that Spider-Verse team when I looked at all of their kits and what they were doing. When the Spider-Verse kind of fell off for me and I split them up, he was kind of orphaned for a while, but now he is on that Brotherverse or Spiderhood, whatever you want to call it. He is mixed up with Magneto, Pyro, Juggernaut, and Carnage. Yes, all of them are on the same team because Mystique and Sabretooth went to the Marauders. They're off the team. So he came in and it came down to who is a little better, who is a little more valuable for that team, Carnage or Venom. I felt it was Venom. So he makes this list. His whole kit does something good. His basic, he can remove buffs from the other team. His special, ability block, oh my goodness. His ultimate, he could spread debuffs and heal blocks, oh my goodness. And then his passive, he's got some self-preservation, some healing. So every little thing that he does, not wasted. Everything he does has a good purpose on the team, and I like him, and I like that team as well. And I know yesterday in the mailbag question, you guys were asking about how that team does, and yes, the Spider Hood team can punch down against Coulson in war. You got to punch down. You can't punch up. You're losing some of that speed without all those Brotherhood members of the team, but yeah, they still can beat Coulson, but you got to punch down a lot. All right, and if you're looking to farm Venom, he is available on Nexus 6-9.
Number 8.
All right, and speaking of that Spider Hood team, it is his fellow cohort in crime, Mr. Pyro, coming in at number 8. Yes, what can I say about Pyro that hasn't already been said? I don't know. We'll just go through the same things because Pyro is very, very good. Bleeds galore all over the place. He's got disrupted. He's got heal block. He does so much damage. This is the damage dealer of that Brotherhood team. And he's a little squishy, but very, very good. Now, his farming is a little harder. He's available in the war store, so that is one of those stores that the characters rotate, so you're not always going to see him. And the war currency is not as easy to get as some of the other currencies. So yes, he is farmable, but not an easy farm, guys.
Number 7.
All right, and coming in at number 7 is the big bad Mordo. Yes, he is on the list again this month. Fell down a little bit just because I'm not using Supernatural as much. I'm still using them. I still think they're a very fun team, but just not as much as the previous month because they're not the new team on the block anymore. Now, Mordo, he brings a lot to that team. One of the most valuable members of that Supernatural team, in my opinion, and I just upgraded the T4 on his special, so he's stunning on turn 1, guys. That is very, very valuable. And on that Supernatural team, Scarlet Witch, she could spread that stun to the next turn, so 2-turn stun pretty much on that Supernatural team. He's got blinds, he's got heal blocks. I hate facing him in the raids, one of the most annoying characters. And yes, with his passive, he is helping that entire Supernatural team. So very, very valuable. If you're looking to build that Supernatural team, make sure you check out Mordo. And he is a very easy farm, guys. He is available in the Arena store.
Number 6.
Yes, it is time for number 6. And coming in at number 6 is the Queen of Mean, the Scientist Supreme. Yes, she earns a spot on the list this month. She's been through a roller coaster. She's one of the trashiest characters for so long. Got her rework, and people were like, "Oh, this is a really, really good character." Ultimate 7 came around, and her value shot up even more. Now, she fell off a little bit just because I have not been using her as much, but she needs to stay on this list because she is such a valuable member of a team for Ultimate 7. One of the characters that I would rotate in if a separate character dies. She has that regeneration, not regeneration. She could bring a character back to life. And she could revive a character. That is the word I was looking for. But she can revive a character, and it is valuable because you team her with Minerva. One of them dies, you could potentially bring the other one back to life. So just very, very good. Flipping debuffs on the team, especially valuable for that AIM team, but very, very valuable outside of it as well if you're running Ultimate 7. So very, very good character. Just not using her as much, but you got to build her up. You have to build her up for your Ultimate 7 rotation. And if you want to farm her, she's available on Cosmic 2-9.
Number 5.
Yes, coming at number 5, the Sorcerer Supreme, Doctor Strange. Yes, he's got to make this list, guys. In my opinion, this is the most valuable member of that Supernatural team. If Doctor Strange somehow happens to get killed and you're fighting an enemy, yeah, your Supernatural team just went from the Supernatural team to just a bunch of mystic characters that are trying to work together and have some synergy. But yeah, he's got that revive. He can bring back your enemies or your allies when they die. Ghost Rider, yes. Very good stuff. And obviously, we have the Winds of Watum. Yes, very, very valuable. I love that move. You got to time it correctly to make sure all the buffs are on the enemies when you flip them. Deadly stuff, almost like a Scientist Supreme with all those debuffs going in the enemies if you use it right. And then his passive, I'd key forward that. He has some deflects on there when an enemy puts a buff on themselves. But yeah, he is on there because of that supernatural team, in my opinion. And he's just very good. I think they're a very fun team, and he is the most valuable member of that team. Not an easy farm, guys. He is available on Mystic 2-9.
Number 4.
All right, it's time for number 4. The big damage from Rocket Raccoon. Yes. So Rocket, you got to put him on this list. His ultimate is deadly. His special, when you are pairing him with Groot, is deadly, especially when you run him in a full Guardians team or in a BKT team. Yeah, both of them are very good. And then he's got some splash damage with his basic. So does a lot of good stuff, primarily for that damage and that real low cooldown on his ultimate. This huge AoE attack. So what else is there to say about Rocket? Great character. Use him on BKT pretty much every day. And yeah, great character, but he fell down a little bit because someone surpassed him. And if you want more shards of Rocket, he is one of those characters available in the raid store.
Number 3.
All right, and that character at number 3 is, boom, Falcon. Yes. So Falcon was on this list as soon as he was eligible. As soon as he became farmable, he was on this list. And I haven't really been using him until this past month. Really love him for these Ultimate 7 raids and surpassed Rocket in my opinion because of that speed. And then he's got his ultimate with some extra damage. So does a lot of good stuff, but I think that speed, just that special alone, puts him on this list. And I love that he is farmable. I use him in arena sometimes. He's a staple on my arena defense team because I hate going against those Falcon teams. Falcon actually becomes a primary target when I see him on an arena defense over Ultron, over Phoenix. My primary target is Falcon because if you let him go with that special, just does so bad. So very good character. If you want to get him, he is farmable. He is on Nexus 7-3.
Number 2.
Almost there, guys. Coming in at number 2, my favorite tree. We are Groot. Yes, so one of my favorite characters in the game. Super underrated in my opinion. None of his kit is wasted, and I use this guy every single day in the Ultimate 7 raids on my preferred team for that raid, which by the way is going to be Groot and Falcon. Obviously you're going to have Minerva, Ultron obviously, and then the 5th is Invisible Woman. So that's my preferred team, and those other characters aren't eligible for this list, but he is. And Groot, very good. Simple kit, like I said. His basic does some good damage. His special, death proof and defense up, very valuable, especially in these Ultimate 7 raids. Yeah, and then you have his ultimate, which clears away debuffs and it heals a little bit. And then his passive, if you hit Groot, he is gonna slow you. So not a lot of waste on his kit. He does a lot of good stuff. Oh, and he can come back to life. Did I forget to mention that? Very good character. I use him every single day, and I don't think he's getting out of this top 5 for a long time, guys. And if you want to farm him, he is available on Nexus 2-9.
Number 1.
All right, and surprise, at number 1 this month, it is not Nobu, it is Vision. Yes, Vision. Kind of a staple at the number 1 spot. Probably will lose this spot to Captain Marvel next month, but very good character. Now, I did move him out of my arena team. Is not in my top arena team anymore. Put Mr. Sinister into that spot, but still a character that I use all the time in that power armor team. And I use him in some of these Greek raids as well because of that tech tag that he has. Very good kit as well as with the rest of the characters on this list. He has an AoE clear that he could clear the buffs off the enemies, and he has an ability block on turn 1, which was a very good counter to Ultron that I used all the time. So good kit. His dodge is so annoying as well, especially if you're facing an enemy Vision. One of the most horrible characters that you could go up against in this game because of all those dodges and the previously mentioned the AoE clear and that ability block just makes it so annoying, which is why he is on that list. He has that annoyance factor, and he's a very good character as well. One of the characters that I took up to T13. So Vision, great character. Congratulations. And that is the final list of the month, guys. Let me know what you think. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel. We're going for 20,000. Hopefully we can get there before the end of the year. Tell all your friends as well. Share this and smash on that notification bell if you want to get all of the videos right away, get notified of all that. Obviously check out some of the links down below to support the channel. There's a Valley merch, there's a link for the other game I play, Dragon Champions. The channel gets credit for that as well. You can check out my other channel where I cover that game, ValleyFlyin 76, bunch of other stuff. And that is it. Make sure you check me out on social media. NWO for life. Cobra Kai never dies. Hulk fist bump, baby. ValleyFlyin out.